So, first match of top 8 winner's side chat. Let me update that. And we got Leo Whitefang versus Happy Chaos on screen.
Yeah, so like we were saying earlier on this is a very even, I think this is a pretty even match. It's going to come down to a lot of player habits and a lot of recognition on those situations comparatively to just dealing with more offensive tools. As Leo has the ability to actually dash block a lot of the gunshot pressure and use tools like Dash 2D just like that to gain these big counter hits, gain these big knockdowns, and now start their pressure that Happy Chaos generally has a little bit of a hard time dealing with, just like that bad burst right there.
Has to keep... Was that just a forward throw? No, it was a back throw. Wait.
That was a back throw after the instant block.
Oh, the scoop with the 2K into the flash kick to take corner pressure? Yep. That just block was insane!
Yeah. Elucid already has the timing down early, showing MFCR, hey, you can't do that, you can't cross me up that while taking that first round right there.
And it's actually super interesting that Elucid, instead of potentially risking just the raw throw on the run-through, they're getting these just blocks and then throwing, right? Like, because it is a 2-frame defensive option, but it's 37 frames of recovery. You will explode against the Leo Whitefang if you whiff that throw.
Yeah, but Elucid knows that they're on point, so that's how confident they are. Just like they were confident in the back dash, the back turn 2 and 4H, and start their own pressure right here. Clone set out, run-through comes through, but it's blocked. Not tossed this time.
Alright, run through, just block again into back throw, and this time sets up the clone. Can't quite keep Leo Whitefang at bay for long though.
Yeah, and you can't keep Happy Chaos at bay for long either. Getting the backdashes, Tap Dust comes out after the RC and gets the big confirm to take the round. Oh, trying to bait out burst there.
Yeah, I think it's a respectable option, right? Happy Chaos does get a lot of space with that burst, so when you have that bit of a life lead, definitely let it rock. Already taking it out though. Early start to the round.
Nice check on the roll through right there. And getting the big overhead hit. Just keeping him in the corner, not trying to burn a wall break, not trying to gain the positive bonus right now. Trying to just shimmy out, letting Elucid get their turn back.
Hey, shout out to TestYourLuck for the subscription. Let us know in the chat which match arena you want your dollar to go to. I'm assuming Guilty Gear, but I gotta ask anyway. And, they actually rocked it. I'll see you to keep it safe.
Yeah, the clone hit keeping Elucid live them otherwise, but instead they're playing Duck Hunt and shoot them out of the sky. Curse applied, but counter hit 2D comes out! MFCR!
Man, we are brawling in tonight's showcase.
Oh, sometimes that's what you gotta do. You gotta be able to be, a little more aggressive. You can't let the Happy Chaos player set the momentum. It's all up to the Leo player to really set the pace of the game. Because if you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna be patient, I'm just gonna, down back while they try to figure out what they're doing and get a read on them, that Happy Chaos player just takes over the screen. So it is really up to MFCR to try to make these big plays, and so far it's been working out for them.
Again, tempered round start, and the 2S from Happy Chaos is so silly. Very long reaching, very good starter here, and with that curse applied, actually very patient response from Elucid.
There we go. Oh, backdash on the throw right there, but not able to get a big punish on it just yet, but a 5P will connect, and getting the air hit into the SH wall bounce loops.
Trying to be cheeky with the back turn stance, but you cannot block wall that way. Happy Chaos knows that. Elucid mashed out, and look at the reward for their time.
And that reward is also punishing that whiff throw right there. Elucid taking the speed, trying to turn it back into their favor, and they're doing a really good job of constantly just showing MFCR, hey, you can't be constantly getting these run-throughs. I'm calling you out. I'm making you have to do something else. And now MFCR utilizing those DPs more, but a good IDFD from Elucid.
Does get a couple run-throughs to work out that time though. Just block, FD, and again, how many times are you going to get thrown before you... I was going to say change it up, but like, well, what do you change up here? Oh, the Aboii gets crushed!
It gets crushed, but they weren't able to get the pick up the kill, so they had to get a quick little reset right there. MFCR tying it up. Go, nice run through, just getting a good knockdown, but a good throw tech.
Oh, and that was unfortunate. I think MFCR might have thought they were facing the other way, but airborne Happy Chaos is just always a threat. There's so much to pay attention to. You might as well just hold back, no matter where they are.
But that was
awkward.
That 236H connected there? That was so weird, like, running past the clone right there. But here we go. Stagger pressure coming through. Elucid backdashing out, but getting punished for throwing that curse. Forced to burst.
Still gets the space they wanted, though. Nice back turn throw. Gets to the other side with the corpse hop. Not enough to... Oh, wait, that runner C!
Yeah.
That's
another big thing that happened there was you saw Elucid got that last hit right there before MFCR took the round. But then they had to reload. They only had one bullet left. They knew if they wanted to get the pressure, they couldn't start just shooting full screen. They had to get that reload to try to keep anything from happening. MFCR also quickly recognized that and immediately repressed onto them to take that round. But here we go. MFCR now up 2-0 over Elucid. We'll have to see what they can do. Elucid thinking the Happy Chaos is still the best plan. Gunshots coming through.
Yeah, I mean, Happy Chaos still an incredibly strong character.
And just like Leo is with all these run-throughs into the immediate overhead as well, getting the big combo right here. Back turn super, should deal about 70%. Yeah.
That's so much damage. And we're holding on to the burst so far. I have to imagine we keep it for the next round too, but if you keep schmixing like this, it might be worth it. And MFCR definitely feels it's worth it to get out of that dangerous situation. That was kind of risky too.
Yeah, the tap dust comes through for Elucid right there, but it doesn't matter when you don't have the shots to continue it, so MFCR will take it back. But Elucid gets the RC off the throw and should get a wall stick right here.
Interesting, MFCR just holding up, not forward, so they fall right back into the waiting arms of Happy Chaos, but oh, the flash kick! Tap dust is blocked!
Yeah, Elucid ready for it, seeing the orange coming out, and now trying to take this game back into their favor, bring us that reverse sweep that we've been seeing again and again and again, but MFCR keeping the aggression up.
Oh, the counter is huge!
Yeah. Good backdash, but the parry comes out, linking into the super as well. Still alive, but that's a huge bonus for MFCR now.
Yeah, we got the positive bonus. We had the Oki too, and now it's just literally a one-touch game. You can mash out a 2P, mash out a 5P. Actually opts for the projectile. And here we go, round 3. Shoutouts to Max Ninja for the raid. Thanks, buddy. Hope you had a good stream. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for coming through.
Good hits right there. Gets the overhead off the cross-up as well. Gold burst comes from Elucid.
Definitely some good spacing here. That headbutt definitely crushing the hopes for Elucid this round. Right into the whirling blades. And that's actually enough.
It killed. I thought they were alive. I'll be real. I thought they were alive. They were hardy. They ate their Wheaties that morning, but that was not the case. They skipped breakfast. They were running late. And MFCR taking the first game of our top 8 3-0.
Oh, that is 3-0.
Yeah,
all right.
3-0.
Going live, Nagoriyuki versus Goldlewis. Let's rock, chat.
Yeah. On to the floating statue stage, changing up a little bit. The early DP coming out for Test Your Luck, but Revilo just backdashes out when it doesn't matter when Test Your Luck says it's my turn always. But these good instant blocks are going to force Test Your Luck to pop, but Revilo wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, that is an unfortunate scenario because even though you just lose all your life as Nagoriyuki, Goldlewis now has to find a way back in. Danger actually proccing for Test Your Luck though, and
look, they found their way in, they found their Behemoth Typhoon, and that's all they really need right now. Good 6P confirmed from Test Your Luck, just forcing Revilo into the corner, but they get the side swap jump out. This is huge.
Yep, some big damage here. Nice just block coming in there from Revilo. Playing the defense side really cleanly, and that's tough. Test Your Luck, if I remember correctly, has always kind of struggled against Drone. Definitely not struggling with this wake-up super, though.
Yeah, saw the overhead Behemoth Typhoon and just immediately called it out with the reversal super. Now you see Revilo backing off full screen, but they still get clipped by the 2H, giving TestYourLuck more opportunities to keep the game plan going. But that blood gauge is going high. It beat what? I gotta look at hitboxes. That's crazy.
The spacing was just perfect for TestYourLuck there, which is a miracle, really.
Let's see, Gold Burst comes through into the laser beam super here, just air blocking it.
That was super cheeky. The air block came through, and the overhead Behemoth just never connected. So we saw TestYourLuck able to get out of there much quicker than you would have expected.
I also like the decision to just like jumping block that right there, because that prevents the mix that Goldlewis gets afterwards. Because there's no high-low that comes.
Correct, and so now we're back in a similar situation to how that last round ended. First game on the line here.
Gets the jump in, finding the JH hit right there, but not able to create anything big until I said that. Finding a small pickup at the Beyblade to punish the drone attempt. TestYourLuck taking game one.
Yeah, the drone attempt are definitely super risky, right? Like, you know how fast Nagoriyuki can cross that screen right now between the Fukios, the Beyblades, the Fukio into Beyblades. Like, there's a lot of speed in this Samurai flying at you. And drone is... We saw drone get cheated out a couple times that was immediately blocked up, but I don't know. I think when you're back against the wall, it's a little bit riskier.
Yeah, it's definitely, it can definitely be a little risky right there, especially on someone like TestYourLuck, who's been so aggressive in their play this whole set. But here we go, pressure coming through once again, burning all this blood gauge, but you're getting tossed, and that gauge is ticking up even further.
Oh, and we're going through the wall. Doesn't spend the tension, though. I kind of like that. Saving it for an RC, but cannot react to the BRC in time. But TestYourLuck also just doesn't get anything off of it.
You don't need an RC when you have a Behemoth Typhoon that dealt so much damage off a single hit right there. Revilo taking that one, trying to bring it in their favor, but a good 5P check. Doesn't find the pickup with the 5K though, so having to hold just the sword normals.
Oh, doesn't get a full link, but it's still a chunky one. Back dash on the Behemoth, RC to block the burst. Is that going to be enough? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. 6H just clipping them right at the tip as they're stuck on the wall. TestYourLuck trying to close this round out quickly, but Revilo now being patient, just blocking, trying to counterpoke, but getting 2H'd for it.
What's crazy is we've seen this round start DP, and even on block, Revilo just doesn't quite have an answer yet. The ankle pick coming through, though, sets up the drone with the throw, lands on the drone, and this is a tough round. Burst is still there, though.
BRC forward, able to clip them with the Behemoth Typhoon, trying to take their turn back with the 5H at that level 3 blood gauge, connecting.
That was
YRC
weird.
Yeah, trying to YRC out of the Gatling in the air, but it's still missed.
Yeah, I think it was another one of those too far away situations, but the guess for the game is a JK from TestYourLuck, and it worked.
Look, sometimes you gotta throw out, you know, everybody wants to be, you know, doing these safe, sane options. Sometimes you gotta be a little crazy. Sometimes you have to go for the cheeky JK overhead right there. TestYourLuck making it work.
Yeah, TestYourLuck taking a 2-0 lead here against Revilo, and it's not even like either player is really playing that dominantly over the other one. It's just that there's been some really wacky, you know, YRC interactions here today.
Yeah, that's I think that's the story for this match and how these players function. These interactions have been really interesting, and just like Revilo interacting with TestYourLuck's life bar all the way down to 0.
Yeah, that was a Goldlewis round. There's just nothing you can do there, and oh boy.
And this is about to be a Nagoriyuki round right there with that bad burst. Finds the 6H at the very end and should stay alive with that blood gauge now ticking down. 6K comes through. Fukio back into the super. Gets the pickup extension off it though.
Yeah, that's a Nagoriyuki round. I was going to try and say some words, and then it ended, and I was like, you know what, I'll just move on. round 3 coming in here between Revilo and TestYourLuck. But this is set point here for TestYourLuck. If they close out this round, which they're looking pretty good to at the moment, they'll find themselves in winners finals up against MFCR.
Good BRC right there. Now just slowly staggering it. Nice 5k check, but TestYourLuck, I was about to say, not able to find that pickup, but with the grab and the RC at the very end, they do taking it 3-0 over Revilo.
The Samurai, we have TestYourLuck versus MFCR. I think I have to swap the names in a second, chat. I do believe TestYourLuck is on the player 2 side. We'll find out in now.
Yeah.
And they are.
What do you mean? Yeah, TestYourLuck has a Leo, right? Right.
That's the collusion round, chat. For winners finals, they're playing each other's characters.
Well, you can see early on right there with TestYourLuck already popping Blood Burst super early, and MFCR just went for the throw punish on it because they knew they can clean it up quickly afterwards, taking that first round.
Yeah, it is. The only thing better than a regular throw punish on the blood pop would be the command grab version, and that's just because it just takes so much time. Like, it's just guaranteed the full tick down, and it's fun to watch it happen to people. But the mix is coming through left, right. Where it's gonna be? Do we get the tension? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, had the confirm right there, but TestYourLuck still finding a chance to get the burst out, so that means they have a chance to still take this round. Getting the super confirm at the wall, gonna put them in positive bonus in this post wall break, but still at a pixel, so they have to be very careful. Anything MFCR does.
Gotta be careful about the round start flash kick.
Yeah.
Oh, the throw! OTG!
Yeah, recognizing that, I think, their blood gauge was high, so MFCR was looking for the bite right there. And TestYourLuck punishing them for it, getting air through an OTG to stay alive, making that burst useful in that last game, and a 2S counter hit, also putting them to a good start to force a burst from MFCR.
Yeah, and just the run through, I think they tried to run through again, but TestYourLuck so aware of it, gets the throw, gets the wall break, and just gets annihilated from afar.
Here we go, nice, tosses him out with an RC as well, and that's, I believe, TestYourLuck at the very end. MFCR was holding dominance for that entire first game, but TestYourLuck got that last comeback and was able to swing that whole game into their favor.
Yeah, TestYourLuck and Nagoriyuki damage is quite high. And even though Leo, again, I believe a 3 guts character with, a pretty decent effective health pool, you're still just going to explode, right? The red RC not having any scaling whatsoever anymore means that if you get back thrown in the corner, like we just saw, what used to be a fairly scaled interaction now just explodes your health bar.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, it's always something you have to be really, really worried about, especially from these strike throw heavy characters.
Yeah, I mean, Leo does the same thing too, so we could expect to see a similar ending to a round here from MFCR side.
Yeah, fast RC into wall loops, that's like 1.5 billion damage, but TestYourLuck not trying to let that happen right now, just keeping it going. Good insta-blocks from MFCR, but TestYourLuck ready for it and ready to toss them.
Goes for the command grab, lots of tension being spent here, even spends the burst just to stay in control.
Definitely looking for that because they know in these kind of situations the MFCR lands these solid counter hits.
What?
Definitely their favor, the 2S hit on the 236H right there, but not able to find a big pickup as it took a while to turn around.
I think that's still totally fine for TestYourLuck in that scenario, right? The option was either that happens or he just goes through your normal and blows you up. So even though you lose the round in the end, I think you can look at that particular interaction and smile.
Yeah, that's definitely like a favorite interaction that MFCR are going to have to be taking into consideration potentially down the line. We need to make some desperate situations. It's still anti-air, it's still counter hit, and you still died for it.
And you said it, how fast MFCR was in control of that game 1, really showcasing the dominance again in game 2.
But like we saw, Test Your Luck just needs those slight situations to swing it into their favor, and as soon as they get that momentum going, they can become such a scary player. They get into your head, and it's so hard to deal with.
That's just how the characters work. There's so much to pay attention to. There's so much to block, so much to be aware of, because they both have command grabs, right? So that's always in the back of your mind too. You don't see Leo's a lot, but when you do see it, you deserve to see it.
Sure, because that's definitely like you got in your head there, not thinking about that last layer that everyone always forgets about. Just like Test Your Luck is making sure you don't forget that I'm baiting your burst right here. Getting a good break on it as well, and always towing the line at that blood pop.
Bop, bop, bop. Not enough tension to send him through the wall, but the cross-up works. Again comes through, but somehow the trade works. The BRC, you saw MFCR was expecting something because they were down backing, but this is not what they were looking for.
Yeah, they were just trying to FD, trying to make sure that they kept themselves at that pixel right there, not having to worry about anything crazy, but Test Your Luck recognizing it to throw, and recognizing that, hey, I got these big combos, I got these double Fukios, you gotta deal with me now.
Bop, bop, bop. A couple 2Ps thrown in there into a flash kick. Stays in front.
Yeah, wasn't far enough to get the back turn right there, but Test Your Luck is far enough to get these 5H counter hits.
Gotta get something going. A back throw's a good start. YRC buys so much space though.
And this is why it's scary for MFCR. You have to be so careful, because one slight mistake means you are clipped and you will take a ton of damage, and Test Your Luck takes the round. But instead, they're saying you gotta hold this burst, reset back out to neutral. Test Your Luck trying to win it here, but DP comes through! But the third hit didn't connect. So Test Your Luck takes that one, now bringing it up 2-1.
Just back and forth, back and forth. That means we might be heading for a Game 5 if MFCR can make the same comeback they just did in Game 2. So, I don't know how these rounds are going this way. It's just working.
The players are on the same wavelength. They're always just constantly they're passing the ball back and forth. There's never been a moment, like in this set at least, where either player has been dominant for more than like one round. And here we go now, early on, MFCR playing a little bit more cautious, a little bit more careful, and waiting for moments like that to get the big punishes on to Test Your Luck.
Does get the burst out of him as well, still gets the massive counter hit right afterwards. And we got some swoops into that cheeky guard break overhead. We saw that exact same thing in the last set from MFCR, where instead of approaching for the more typical mid/low, they just let it rock, and their opponents are clearly not expecting that to happen.
But Test Your Luck still making sure to try to keep it around right now, just trying to keep the momentum going. But the dash forward 2K into the DP end are working great, but you're still getting Bloodburst for it. But 6B connects! Oh,
and got big damage. I don't think you're dead. Yeah, the last run. Okay.
Yeah, the 236H was like a pixel away from hitting right there. It was so close, but still got it with those quick little 5P checks afterwards.
Just gotta stay on deck with it, coming through, taking us immediately to the Game 5, just like we were thinking.
Unfortunately, they're making it go by quick. They're not trying to take this long, grindy, all the way to Game 5 situation. They're both swinging their arms at each other, and whoever gets hit first is the one that's losing.
And you definitely don't want to be getting hit first in a Nagoriyuki Leo set. Game 5 on the books. Winner gets Grand Finals winner side. And, you're getting bopped in the dome. That helmet is doing you no good. Taking him through the wall. No overdrive just yet.
Yeah, Mina wasn't built just yet, but the burst coming out through at the end of that combo right there. But Tap does to RC with the positive bonus. Gives him enough time, but didn't recognize that they built the meter to super. So still has it for this post-wall break.
Oh, the missed buffer. That's tough.
Yeah.
That is one of those cheeky situations. Burst.
MFCR now.
Oh no. And that's a combo that's even better than the throw. Goes high again. The helmet does nothing.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, just a quick confirm into the super to close it out. That's MFCR taking it.
Oh boy.
Ease. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, we got the soul bad guy.
Alright. B-Hop coming in with the sole bad guy. Trying to be the protagonist here, beating over the Secretary of Absolute Offense and Defense right now, Revilo, but a DP is blocked. So it's going to be a big early hit into this round.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen this matchup since the latest patch, so I'm super curious to see if the Soul Bad Guy changes actually affect anything at all. Right there we saw the improved Gunflame working out, but like 6S versus 5H, that's been a big change that people have kind of had to deal with.
Yeah, it'll be like it's like this is another matchup that I haven't seen too much of it because Soul's definitely fallen off a little bit, but the machine gun is pulled out at the very end. Revilo using all the tools in the arsenal right now to stop B-Hop from advancing, but here we go. Counter hit on the behemoth.
That was so cheeky. Oh man, just slides in.
Yeah, B-Hop's been doing a really good job of these vortexes to punish the close-range drone attempts, but as soon as they get in, that's when Revilo is starting to go ham with these buttons, with these behemoth typhoons coming through, but a nice air throw attack from both of them.
Oh, and jumps up and over the drone, definitely taking advantage of the fireball frames. Does slide forward, gets beat by the 2P though.
Nice gunflame, but forced to burst out at the very end, and the drone picks up the bandit bringer hit right there.
We just need one more touch from either side. The gold burst was so crazy, but the wild throw crushes any hope of victory.
Up doing a really good job of constantly just trying to mix up these options. DP coming out, working out again, but the 6P connects and stops their pressure. So now you've got a hold Goldlewis coming through.
Gunflame trying to just buy space here for B-Hop. Doesn't want to deal with the Behemoth Typhoon.
Oh, tried to vortex under, but Revilo prepared for it and prepared to take that round as well. Moving up to 1-0.
It is tough once the Goldlewis gets learned on how you're going to be approaching things, because once they do get that learning down and they crush your move with the counter, man, it is not coming back. That is done. That is toast.
Yeah, it's it's going to be up to B-Hop to really change what they're wanting to do, because they're having these good options that are great call-out responses to a lot of what Revilo is doing, but as soon as Revilo recognizes it, they're now just pressing him preemptively and punishing him for it, but the JS air-to-air forcing a burst out early on is going to be a good start for B-Hop here.
Does continue that good start there with the reversal. But right now it does have the burst still available. Nice little dodge on the Behemoth Typhoons, and there it is, playing so patient, so far away. And that is again, Goldlewis, big, slow character, does not have the best of movement options, so he can't traverse the screen very quickly.
Puts him down on the ground. The drone gets the wall break kill though right there, calling in the assist. Revilo doing a really good job of just B-Hop is Revilo's doing a good job of stopping B-Hop's big momentum, but when B-Hop gets going in the beginning just like this, they're finding all these great pokes, they're finding all these great hits, but Revilo just takes one to turn it back, so let's see B-Hop can change it up. Throw him to the corner.
Oh, nice 2P check. That is the Goldlewis God button, honestly. Just constantly taking people out of their offense. Not quite enough just yet. Great back throw. Forward throw into the drone. Oh, you got stomped. Oh no, not like this.
Now just trying to play a little more careful, trying to zone, but trying to go for Vortex yet again, and Revilo prepared for it, but B-Hop bursts out, knowing they have to use it or they gotta lose it. Tries to wild.
Getting red at the end. How many times has B-Hop gone for the wild throw? Finally, Revilo says, no, enough is enough.
Yeah, that was that was also like one of the earlier times in that situation that B-Hop hadn't been going for a safe jump setup there. Like, you've been seeing him like pretty consistently just try to safe jump the Goldlewis setup to prevent that kind of situation, but the moment they decided against that, Revilo just immediately turned on the churn, spun the butter around, and was able to take that round. But B-Hop now switching to Nagoriyuki here, saying, hey, I'm going to make you have to deal with what you dealt with earlier. See if it can be turned into their favor.
It's a tough spot though, right? Like, we've seen this matchup a couple times here tonight. The success rate goes back and forth, obviously. So, I mean, Revilo obviously has experience in the matchup. That blood is gonna pop. There's not much left. Oh, wait, never mind. That JD was so perfect.
What a confirm, but what a jump out from Revilo right there, forcing a burst. Tries to turn the butter. Was B-Hop blocking? They were, but the RC keeps it safe to get a big counter hit.
Oh, ankle scoop coming through, claiming the round, setting up set point here for Revilo.
Here we go, gets the JD right there, and now it starts the pressure, but a good back dash out from B-Hop.
Takes him to the corner, just mashing that close slash button. It's working out eventually. Right into the overdrive.
Blood gauge will be trickling down a little bit at this point, but positive bonus is the big thing. Fukio used and gets themselves a flash star, but not able to build the 50 meter, so they instead 6H to tie up the round. Revilo's still at match point though.
Crushing that life bar. And how are we already over the blood gauge? Pretty much. The command grab doing a great job to punish the Rift Burst.
But the Behemoth Typhoon PRC is going to punish them for trying to think that they can't get hit here. Thrown out as well to keep the combo going. Burst baited but not coming out, so you'll get tossed back in the corner for it. B-Hop does have 50 meter to try to make something happen.
I'm expecting an updrift. Oh no, actually opting to PRC the target combo? Oh no! Oh, the second hit of the DP just exploding the life bar.
Yeah, the fake meaty setup right there with the whiff and be thinking, oh, they whiffed it. I'm just gonna hit him, right? I get the punish. No, you don't. You die.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. There's two real sequences from the Nagoriyuki that like are fake because they're super negative, but like they're so negative that they just catch people off guard, right? The third hit of the target combo is like -17, and yet every now and then you sneak it in there and it works. And it's the same thing with that DP. Omega negative on the second hit on block, but sometimes you get that sick counter hit.
Oh, nice super jump right there for B-Hop, but Revilo already prepared for it.
Oh, goodbye.
Forced him to block overhead, but check them with the high-low mix again and again. Revilo looking clean once again. Match point.
Yeah. And what is happening? What is going on?
And this is exactly what we saw in the first match with Revilo of the day against Sundance. Just constantly pressuring him, constantly making it work, but B-Hop has more health this time. He can still try to make something happen.
The great Beyblade in counter hit, but look at how little damage it did. You need like 5 more of those. Oh, that's a good start. Revilo trying to get cheeky with the minigun again and again and again.
Behemoth Typhoon RC, but gets the dash throw, having to blow through the mental stack of B-Hop right there, thinking, are they gonna go high? Oh, what's the word? I lost my train of thought because that doesn't matter because I got to see the hypest match of the night right now. Potemkin versus Goldlewis and Revilo off to a good start with all this pressure. But a good IBFD from Aboii. Reversal hammer fall to get through that pressure is showing that Aboii has some matchup knowledge. Shows that they are ready for this kind of game plan.
Yeah, I mean, Aboii has also gone through some killers here tonight, and they've had a very long road to get here. I mean, they lost in round 2 to MFCR, and they're here in loser semis. That is a run and a half.
There's a timeline that they go from losers round 2 to grand finals to fight that same opponent. Well, I had to get through Revilo first, who got caught by the pot buster right there. Hold the mix, you're getting straight.
Man, that pot buster did no damage. I'm so used to watching that like one-touch people. Goldlewis just shook it off. He truly is the godfather of defense.
Yeah. But you can't block forever when another grab's coming through. Oh boy, just trying to get their grappler game plan going. And fortunately, they have the ability to press through, or more should I say, Goldlewis doesn't have the ability to deal with a lot of the grappler getting in stuff that can potentially come from a character's hammer or fist.
Oh, the forward hammer fist. Oh no. See, this is the tough spot that players are finding themselves in when they do face off against the Potemkin. He's the only grappler, so there's no relevant experience you can come through with.
Yeah, a lot of it is legacy knowledge, but Revilo getting the big body side swap combo again that they were talking about before.
Alright. Let's the gravity field rock. Oh, that is bad news. Bears, Revilo taken through the wall. Has to block the plus frames! Plus frames!
Yeah, can't backdash that anymore. But Megafist's back out, just trying to reset back up to neutral. Gets a hammer fall and gets gold bursted. And you have to hold this.
YRC? Oh, that was kind of risky.
Yeah.
Hate that. I hate that for you.
And everyone was like, but I mean, that showed you, like, Aboii, like we were saying before, they had to get through, like, Axels, Kais. They had to get through, like, everyone in the kitchen sink to get to this point. So they definitely have the ability to take it back, and they almost did, but that gold burst was so on point for Revilo, right at the very end.
Yeah, I mean, having that much time to react to the situation just really goes a long way. So, game 2 now on screen. Revilo gets first blood, but oh, that was kind of cheeky.
Nice use of just footsies right now, just trying to punish these with Behemoth Typhoons when going in for no press, but Revilo turning up the offense and gonna get gold bursted for an Aegis Reflector coming out, but it doesn't stop a gun.
That's crazy to me. The bullets are armor piercing, flying through the electricity fields, and Aboii is definitely regretting some life choices right now. Nice armor.
Yeah. Getting through, holding the striker once again, but Revilo mashes out of that situation with 2P and cleans it up with the Behemoth Typhoon from down under.
Oh, you got scooped! See, that's actually some good damage, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. You get really solid damage for it early on, it's just the guts rating for Goldlewis goes so high towards the end, it can be terrifying. Especially when these big combos come through, you might not even get a chance to see that churn in the butter, but not enough.
I think that could have actually killed if we'd gone for a full churn.
Yeah, it was the 1080 I think would have killed there, but you don't need that when you have this Behemoth Typhoon and Revilo up 2-0.
Yeah, that was a bit of bus ass. That was a tough game 2 there for Aboii. Unfortunately, had a couple nice things go their way, but they didn't have the same sequences that they were getting in game 1, right? Like there's a lot more Garuda in game 1, leading into some really positive plus frame situations that they were able to, get the pot busters off of afterwards, and it looked a lot better. That game though, they spent a lot of time trying to block.
Yeah, and that's not the situation you want to be in, but I do like the change right there, using the flick, just trying to poke them out after the back-tech situations. And that armor through once again with the Garuda coming out. This is more what I think you're going to be wanting to see from Aboii.
Yeah, this is... Oh god. I was going to say, it's very brawlery, and then we get the little bit of Milia play coming out from Revilo there with the PRC JP. And
that situation is so hard to deal with when you're not wanting to spend that meter to FP it. You just try to push them out.
Oh, good nice back throw. Okay.
Oh no, bad burst, but no big punish on it, so...
Tries to backdash it, but like you said earlier, Tabby can't get that done.
Good drone to try to set it up, but a YRC comes through from Aboii, now holding it, and this is the situation you want to be in. Second Garuda hits, and Popbuster comes through. Scale the luck, it's the Garuda starter, but yeah, he's still got ways to go.
Do you really have to micro walk the Garuda can unhit?
Yes.
Man, Daisuke, let's maybe give the Popbuster some love. Oh man, that's just sad.
He's still paying for his crimes from like 2004, okay?
Not like this. Not again!
Oh, Behemoth Typhoon knocking him down, but the PRC Popbuster comes through. This is the start that Aboii's looking for.
Yeah, definitely had an opportunity, now forced to block again. Goes for the ankle pick. It's blocked this time.
Brings the gun out right now in the footsies attempt. Slide heads. Hammer fists coming through, but Revilo bringing the Behemoth Typhoons.
And one final stomp the yard coming through, and that is going to send Aboii home for the evening. Revilo.
I mean, that's kind of where they've been. Like in all the games we saw them, they've on the P2 side, so they have that execution down for those Behemoth Typhoons, so they don't need to worry about it too much. But here we are, Test Your Luck off to a roaring start early on, but a burst comes through for Revilo.
Oh, and this is worst case scenario, spending the burst and getting immediately emancipated from your life bar, because that's just round. That's just over.
Yeah. It is over for the first game of this set right now. At least on their Test Your Luck start with a perfect, and hopefully trying to get a repeat of their winter semis match. We saw it was a clean 3-0, but Revilo been on a hot streak so far in the losers bracket and could take it all back.
Oh, and this is another good chunk of... Oh god, it killed!
Yep. The wall break hit right there, dealing the last 50 damage of Test Your Luck's health bar.
It definitely caught me by surprise, I'm not gonna lie.
It always does. It gets everyone always. Just like that blood burst popping for Test Your Luck and getting Revilo, and now resetting back out with
not like this. Oh, am I surprised again? Does it happen a second time? I don't think so. No, look at the scaling.
No. Yeah. There was a possibility maybe if it was like a far hit super, then you got the bounce off of it, but the YRC and burst is baited from Test Your Luck, so they don't even need that. Starting this off 1-0.
They just stole everything. The YRC blocked and dodged. The burst blocked and dodged, and then immediately just closes it out.
He even stole his wallet while they were at it. Like, they're just like, thank you for that, I'm taking your keys, the deed to your house, stole everything in that set. Because like that blood burst pop earlier, which was like an end of combo hit convert, it was all sorts of crazy happening in this set for Test Your Luck, but isn't that the story of their play so far?
Hey, what's up, Hotashi? Thanks for coming through. Thanks for taking the shoes off. Like to keep the place nice and tidy. Test Your Luck. Not that concerned about the minigun. It has been a very peculiar usage from Revilo all night long, but Test Your Luck just crushing life bars.
The good 2S check right there now. Constantly trying to pressure them in and just getting that blood gauge down so they don't pop the RC combo.
And I like the no burst here from Revilo. Definitely hold on to it for the next round. Forward throw.
Even with the BRC, the tap dust isn't blocked. Are they pulling out Skyfish there?
That I actually don't know. It would be a really awkward spot to really let that rock. But look at the blood gauge. We're not even 10 seconds into the round, and we're like at bursting. All right.
Staggered. Good blocks right there. The burst is baited though with the RC. Oh, this should Oh no, not that just yet. But the 2K connects, but didn't kill. So the quick little trade will now be up 2-0 for Test Your Luck. Yeah. I mean, just screaming noises. That's all that was at the very end.
The reads coming through from TestYourLuck are so on point, and that is the exact type of commitment you're going to need to go up against MFCR if you can find yourself in this grand finals, which at this point it is very much looking like TestYourLuck will be finding themselves there. It is just a matter of time at this point. Already round start, getting the command grab, and just everything's working. Nothing can go wrong. What?
Found a clone hit off the jump attempt right there. Wait,
again, everything works.
That was a whiff bite in the corner while they're up.
I am shook.
That TestYourLuck is on layer like 98 right now. Like having these galaxy brain choices being made at every big decision. DP's second hit at the round start after the whiff, giving them some more pressure coming through, and the bar slash on the challenge right there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, TestYourLuck is done with this. They're ready to go home for the night. They're done playing Guilty Gear. BRC into the immediate grab.
Blocked the gold burst, but didn't get a big punish on it yet.
Goes for the updrift mix with the red RC, and it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Be here a while, but I mean,
I don't think any of us want to be here that late.
But let's go. MFCR, TestYourLuck, grand finals for the 32nd CasaBunch Guilty Gear Strive. How? It's been 10 seconds!
I like blinked and that blood gauge was popped. I didn't even realize, but MFCR knows that this is the start they want. This is how they want to set the pace of the match, but TestYourLuck keeping the dominance going even while at a pixel. PRC to still make it. My turn. Instant block though from MFCR allows him to take it.
Bunch is like, I got a demo to play, man.
Yeah, only a little bit of Diablo 4 is left right now.
Stuck in the corner, bursting for some safety, gets the shin bone and the overhead to follow.
Oh, but misses the back turn 214H at the very end. So TestYourLuck able to reset back out to mid-screen and now get the pressure going. YRC comes out through and hits him with the low.
The YRC was so late. It was so good to layer that through. Burst is still available for TestYourLuck. Spends it at the last second, but next hit is more than enough to close it out.
Yeah, you have to use it right there, or else it's just gonna go to waste. So MFCR currently up 1 game right now, trying to change the future a little bit. Try not to go 3-2 all the distance. Gonna force TestYourLuck to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more wild, and I think that delay YRC actually sets a lot of the early pace for this match, right? Because that's gonna show to TestYourLuck, like, hey, this is how I want to be playing. I want to be trying to blow you up for anything that you're doing. And I'm now going to keep layering new things, layer these slight delays just to get you, and I'm going to layer this throw onto your Fukio attempts.
Oh no! The helmet! It does nothing! There is no protection!
No, that was cutting right through the cloak right there. But so was that one, giving TestYourLuck another chance with these 5P guts kills.
It's how he closed out the last set, and look at... I was about to say, look at the patience. Look at the skill to do nothing. And then he ripped the grab.
Yeah, the tombstone was slightly too far up. I like the jump up attempt to bait out the grab right there with that blood gauge looking high again. But MFCR already off to a good start in this first one. Even with that slight mistake. Cross through working out. Blocks the overhead but doesn't block the low. Nice XP.
Yeah, it still punishes the run through. We've seen TestYourLuck have a few answers to it so far. Gets the trip, gets the loops coming through.
Alright, and just supers through.
Yeah, no, I actually really like that, because MFCR, we touched on it last time we saw them play, is really trying to mix people up with that awkward, guard crush overhead there, and it's been successful until just there.
Yeah. So that means TestYourLuck knows the game plan for it, and that's going to force MFCR to change what they do in those OT situations, and generally those are going to have to be a little bit riskier. They're a little bit slow, or they're faster, but not as plus for long. But it doesn't even matter in this scenario right now, because MFCR is sitting up 2-0.
Yeah, this may not go the distance to the first to 10 that I was talking about. But no, I mean, MFCR is just looking great, honestly. They've touched through everything they need to. They've checked every box. They've crushed every T. And they're heading into Game 3 now with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and this is not how we saw them in the previous set. It was always 1-1-1-1. And so I think this might be the big momentum swing that they can use to take this one. But Test Your Luck is no slouch, and there's no chance that they're out of it just yet right now. Constantly pressuring, constantly trying to build that guard or the risk gauge high. But MFCR says no. DP, get tossed, RC, but it gets bursted.
Both players without burst and whiffing the low only to flash kick. That is the Leo White Fang way. And that was grimy, the backdash. BRC into the JP overhead. That was the first time we've seen that all night long from anybody.
Yeah. And it's one of those things that you don't want to use too much because it can become a little predictable. But MFC are using it right at the right time to take that one. Now sitting 1 round away from tournament win.
Yeah, tournament victory is now on the line. Test Your Luck being forced to down back his life away. Nice little interrupt there with some Aboii on the overhead. But, I mean, what do you do here? You're so far behind. Everything you've done to this point has been countered.
You have to take these big risks, and right now MFCR is playing pretty riskless.
Okay.
The falling jumping hit right there into the blood-sucking universe gonna give them the party starter that they want.
No shot. They were definitely hoping that wall break was a little bit further away, but still slashing away with that blood advantage.
Alright, good just the round start block from both players, expecting them to go crazy, but instead they're keeping it calm right now. MFCR trying to make Test Your Luck do something very punishable, but instead they're just keeping it calm.
Counter hit coming through, gets the OTG. That was slick. Using the blue RC to go for a little bit of a prediction there. Punishes the backdash of MFCR, and Test Your Luck is not going down quietly.
Nope, they are testing their luck. They are testing their limits here. Bringing it up, trying to get that reverse sweep into the reset. But MFCR, they can. That's a download round for them potentially. That can be the big thing that they need to move on forward and clutch it out. But anything's possible here in Guilty Gear Strive.
Game 4, and we are we're rocking, chat. 6P round start. I like that from Test Your Luck. It's a good option. Full upper body invulnerability. Getting a little antsy though with these DPs. Oh no, huh?
Oh, the DP right there. The MFCR has been utilizing those delay DPs in those gap situations to such good effect right here. In that BRC situation, we just saw this again in the previous set when
the magnetism. The magnetism of that throw was insane. Test Your Luck was like a full Leo below Leo, and the grab still said, "Get over here."
Nice 2K confirm into the DP right there. Has to hold the mix, but just 5P's out in the corner, but not able to kill just yet. They will after that burst is baited.
And MFCR, dead zero on the burst meter. Blocks both pieces of the DP sequence. Big counter hit.
Yeah, get a big overhead hit right there on the throw. Just gets a normal wall break off there. Still sitting with 50 meter on deck. Still playing very patient, trying to get Test Your Luck to do something crazy. So, that's when they can really capitalize on it. But Test Your Luck playing super patient now.
It still worked. It still hit. What is the recovery on that Nago slash? Are you dead? No shot.
No. Oh, the guard point follow-up missed at the very end. But MFCR still now back to tournament point after a little scramble at the very end.
And I think that would have killed had the guard point not whiffed. So
yeah. They were at 2 HP, so there again, DP working great.
YRC gonna buy Test Your Luck a little bit more time. Forced to burst off of just a 2K though.
Picking off all the way to the corner. That health bar is looking low. They have to be very, very careful right now.
And that throw will be enough.
Yeah. TestYourLuck wants to prove us wrong. They want to go the distance. They don't want to go for speed. They want to go to our best of 5 twice situation here.
They definitely, at the very least, want to reset the bracket, right? That means that they've overcome the potential double jeopardy. They've forced MFCR into the loser's side of the bracket and tried to, get something done. But still got to do it. We're not there yet. Yeah. MFCR can still close it out right here.
Yeah. And MFCR was showing, a lot of really, really excellent decision making in the beginning right here, but TestYourLuck has just been able to change it oh so slightly to get into their head. But now it's looking like MFCR might be the one trying to make things happen. He's very patient, dash blocks, and a great counter hit 2D, forcing a burst.
Both of those huge counter hits coming through, and they had to get bursted. If either of those were allowed to rock the entire way through, you would have lost at least 50% of your life bar.
Gets a solid wall break off this hit as well. BRC forward into the bite coming through.
Oh no!
The DP finally whiffs, but misses the full punish.
That was the big heavy version too, not the dainty S version that lets you get a little bit safer on the ground. And tournament point again for the 3rd time now.
But anything is possible, like we've seen these previous ones. Immediate DP on the forward check, but just tosses them, saying no thank you, I'm good.
I've had enough for today.
Yeah.
Oh, but the counter hit.
Yeah, counter hit 5 inches huge. You have to burst that right there. RC goes through, gets the mix once again, but tossed out of the left-right mix.
The throws on MFCR have been... They've been hitting. We're seeing TestYourLuck get quite successful with these. Not enough to close out just yet.
Yep, YRC coming through, and they backdash right there, so the tap dust hits, but it wasn't enough to kill just yet or get a big extension. MFCR being very careful. RC getting a delay close / life total. No!
That was slick. That was so great from MFCR on so many levels. I really loved the just stare down delay to get the counter hit.
Any of these counter pokes that Itachi's Legacy is throwing out. Wow, the patience to wait for the kite, but still comes down with a button. Does Itachi's Legacy? Are we going to stay same side? Yes, we are. We're going to go for the throw on the reset. A second throw? That was going to be 3.
Yes. You always go for 3.